Hello everyone, my name is the Jurassic Insider, and welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World, the game. Overall, having a good day. I'm here back on the morning grind. How long has it been since we've done that? It's been a long time, ever since we did a tournament probably, and probably even before then actually. It's been, since we've done anything other than a tournament in the morning, just kind of because. So, I'm excited to be back. Anyways, do you guys remember Fidelity? Because they're still marketing it, and I don't know if anybody remembers this or has this. Let me know if I'm mistaken. I don't know of a single soul who does in fact own it, but I could be wrong as usual. So let me know. Is it even good? No one ever told me because no one ever knew it existed. It kind of always just been there in the background. But yeah, we do in fact have two different subscription services in the game. Just one gets a lot more attention than the other. Speaking of which, look at our loyalty points. They're looking great right now. 170,000, most we've ever had. Hopefully we can get up to 200,000. And that means we can get 30 different loyalty packs in one video. The next time I do one, I'll easily do that. God, I am in need of bucks. This is, it's sad. It's our fall from grace. I don't want to do that. Yeah. I'll always take buck trades, but I'm still not getting as many as I need to keep up at a decent rate. So eventually we do have to stop spending bucks, you know. That's pretty reasonable on my part. But today we're going to spend more bucks. Yippee! Because we are going to be getting the very coveted METRIAPHODon, and I am so very excited for that. Unfortunately, all the things that we're doing in this episode, like everything we're doing from basically like the last couple of episodes to like the next episode will probably just be stuff that is going to evaporate into thin air, because of course we're not getting METRIAPHODon for our park, we're getting it for the Caprodactylus CE. So we're going to be getting a level 30 Metri, which is insane because it's going to be insane, like a stupid strong creature. But the only problem is we're not going to actually, you know, own it. We're going to sacrifice it away. So in order to spend the least amount of bucks, since we've already spent a ludicrous amount, and we're probably going to have to spend more to be honest, we're going to be doing it today. That's why I woke up this morning to do it, because we only have 4 days exactly on this, and it takes 7 days to incubate each one. So we're already going to be spending about 500 bucks on each creature. So if you want to, you know, keep this under wraps and keep this, you know, not so ludicrously out of hand in terms of buck spending, we need to do it now for sure. So let's try to do that. But yeah, METRIAPHODon is the last thing on the list, right? Okay, so we're gonna do that, which is really crazy because like normally I wouldn't just jump into a hybrid like this. Like I literally just got METRIAPHODon Max last episode, so it's kind of like a two-parter thing. Again, something I also haven't done in a little while, so that's fun. But let's fuse these guys. I'm so sorry, especially to Dimorphodon. Like, oh my god, I've had that guy for ages, but you know what? When things need to be done, things need to be done. So here we flippin' go with METRIAPHODon, probably the, well, I was about to say the creature, the pterosaur with the most amount of attack, but it is the creature with the most amount of attack, and there it is. Oh, hello. Wow, okay. This is insane to have. Like, honestly, like, I've never thought this moment would come, that I'd own METRIAPHODon. It's always cool to, like, have, or take these, like, coveted creatures off of your bucket list, and this is one of them. Let's see what I think about the design. Well, obviously I love it because it's one of the OG super hybrids, and they used to, or ultra hybrids is what we call them now. And I just love every single one of these because of the amount of effort they put in. Yeah, this one's no exception. It looks awesome. It definitely does resemble more the METRIAPHODon than the Metri, but I think at higher levels it's got the color scheme of METRIAPHODon. Already look at that ratio. It's crazy. 1,000 health, 948 attack. Yeah. Pretty ridiculous, even higher than Metri's, I think. Whenever you compare them side by side, that ratio is just it's so juicy and awesome. All right, so let's see. I'm excited for this guy. I want to go and see where he lines up at level 1 because we haven't gotten that many tournament hybrids at this point. I mean, I feel like, well, that's kind of a lie. We have a few. We definitely do have a few at this point. But let's see where level 1 stacks already. Already basically just as strong as the level 10 Glothorax. Again, very different stats, but still pretty dang close, all things considered, for all intents and purposes. Doesn't mean the same thing, but this looks good. This is looking good. All right, I'm excited. So where do we know it's gonna place? Obviously above Erlof. Is it going to be above Dracoceratops? I don't think so. I think it'll be lower. No. No, it'll definitely be higher. What am I saying? Yeah, even though Dracoceratops is 2 tournament hybrids, I think it will. No, there's no way. Because it costs like 25,000 less DNA. Yeah, it can't. It can't. Alright, well, we'll just have to see. What's the point in just saying it, you know? We'll find out, actually. I'm really tempted to say berries. Dude, I love it when he calls berries. I love that he had a trio for specifically the legendary pterosaurs. Like, that's actually so epic. Like, who else could do that? Not me for sure. That is so awesome. It's better than level 10. Okay. Awesome. Or level 40, I should say. METRIAPHODon. Or, sorry, this is confusing me. Metriacanthosaurus. Is it METRIAPHODon or METRIAPHODon? You know, I think I'm just going to say METRIAPHODon. I knew I needed to come up with this, or, like, answer this question whenever I got the creature, but I, like, never actually figured it out. I was like, I don't know what to call it, because METRIAPHODon rolls off the tongue really nice. But METRIAPHODon makes more sense, because it literally is Metriacanthosaurus. I think I'll try my best to say Metriacanthosaurus, but I promise you will catch me saying METRIAPHODon. So cool that we could actually, you know, talk about it, because we actually own it now. Not for long. I did talk about it in my, I think episode 503. I said I would probably, I will eventually end up getting this guy back, you know, like in the near future, just because it's part of my big pterosaur revamp that I'm doing. So we'll see how well that goes and how, more importantly, stupidly expensive that will be. So let's see, where's an event where we can use everything? I guess this. All right, where does this guy stack up? Is it? Whoa, it's worse than these guys. Oh, no, nope, it's not. It's better than Dracoceratops and Irex Gen 2 and Spinoraptor Max. Alright, awesome. Wow, okay, look at that. Like, obviously Armamont is going to be way better, but, like, that's not even, like, that's, like, not even a fair comparison, considering Armamont costs, like, what, like, 80,000 at this point? Yeah, METRIAPHODon is so goated. Oh, he's beautiful. Where'd he go? I lost him. There he, yeah, he kind of blends in with these guys. Still not the strongest pterosaur, actually, which is crazy. Yeah, Tabbydosaurus is good. Like, I have to say, though, because, like, the super hybrids, they genuinely still outclass a lot of these. Like, I didn't really pay that much attention to it, because I was like, oh, it's the strongest pterosaur, but that makes sense, because it's made from Tapagelisaurus, which was already my strongest pterosaur. But now that we have METRIAPHODon, it definitely is a little bit crazier. And I still think it's the best by a decent margin, because that's twice the health and, like, 1.5 times less the attack. Not even. So, interesting. METRIAPHODon definitely looks the coolest, though, in terms of design. I also like Ornithocheirus, and actually I like Pteroquetzal as well. Yeah, comparing it to Pteroquetzal, you know, I'm not even gonna, like, rag on Pteroquetzal, because they're, like, both so different in terms of stats that they're both usable in different ways. So I think this pterosaur lineup really works for that. Obviously, it's not perfect yet, and again, I'm gonna have to re-get these METRIAPHODons. I don't just own them permanently right now. So we're going to use this guy while we can, because as soon as I get the level 30, like as soon as I hatch the rest of the 3, we're going to fuse them to make the level 30 on the last day of the CE. So it's all going to go at the same time. So we're barely going to get to use it. Like, I'll probably use it, but like not as much as we want to. Now, this is where it gets ludicrous, okay? This is probably going to be the most amount of data I'm going to spend in a short period of time. Or like for now, obviously. We've got so many METRIAPHODons that we didn't buy. By so many, I mean 3, but still. Considering these are 62,000 apiece. Oh my dear god. Yeah, definitely, probably the most expensive hybrid we own. Oh wait, no, what am I saying? We own, like, these guys. Yeah. Okay, you know what I mean. It's, like, one of the most expensive. Not really. Still 62,000 a lot, okay? Okay, leave me alone. Where'd he go? He's all the way up here with the big boys. There we go. I almost clicked Uncle Thornax. That would have been disastrous. Alright, there we go. We got those guys in. 6 days. Still a decent amount of time. Just still a decent chunk of time. We're going to have to speed it up, I know. But at least we don't have to spend, like, what? How much is that even? 4,500, maybe even 5,000 bucks right now. We'd be down to, like, 13,000. No. Not worth it. If we wait, that is much better. Even if that means we can't use METRIAPHODon. No, sorry, yeah, METRIAPHODon, there we go. I'm losing my mind over this. then it's worth it, because eventually we'll get it back. We don't want to be too impulsive, especially since it's kind of my fault that I waited this long to do it, because stupid exam season. I hate school. I genuinely, like, you guys have no idea how much I resent school now, more than ever. Anyways, where is METRIAPHODON? But now I'm free from my school prison, and I'm playing a lot of Minecraft now, which is so much fun. Speaking of which, you guys already know what I'm going to say. Go check out my Minecraft server, Shattered SMP. It's a private server, by the way. I hate saying check out my server, because it sounds like, oh, there's a link. But no, it is a private server, but it's so much fun, you guys. Like, we genuinely have so many fun interactions on there. I have some really awesome building projects there. It's got a cool, unique gimmick. Like, I think you guys, if you like Minecraft at all, which, like, I don't know, like, people just like Minecraft in general, or like they're always looking for Minecraft content. So if you're interested, please check them out. I put a ton of effort into them, so they are genuinely, in my opinion, quality videos. There's only one right now, but there will be more, obviously. One, hopefully, crossing my fingers, dropping this Friday. So go check that out for sure. Now, for METRIAPHODON, let's actually compare it to some of the other pterosaurs instead, because I think that's a little bit more a little bit more intuitive. So we'll do this, gang. I think that's a solid. Krylon we can leave out of there just fine. So in terms of cost, I think it's going to be how much more than they show you now, right? Did they not show you? No, they tell you the hatch time now, right? Zalmonodon is, I believe, still in the 50,000s, like it's 55,000 or something. Secodontosaurus is basically the same as METRIAPHODON. So already off the bat, you can see that METRIAPHODON is not as good as METRIAPHODON. Sorry, Secodontosaurus is not. Secodontosaurus is. Oh shoot, I'm blind. I thought I was about to I thought my entire perception of reality changed, because I'm like, wait, is Secodon this good? Because what I saw was 6,590 health, and which it does have, and then 5,000 attack. So I was like, wait, it only has 200 less attack, but like 1,500 extra health. I was like, or not even, yeah, 1,000 extra health. And I was like, wait, it's better. And then, no, if you look again, it's 3,000. So yeah, it's nowhere near as good. It loses a bunch of its attack with only a little bit on the health side. Yeah, it's not the best for sure. Especially since you guys have used 2 tournament creatures, like, yeah, that's definitely not my first option for sure. I guess if you don't have the components to make Metri, but like, at this point, they released it twice, so I feel like most people who wanted Metri will get it now. Compared to ever. I think the most amount of people who have ever got Metri since the initial Metri tournament is going to be now, because people have waited for it for so long. So the demand for the creature, the hybrid, has gone up significantly. So yeah. And then Zalmonodon's pretty okay. Like, yeah, it's pretty balanced and stuff. The attack isn't amazing, but I'd say it's decent for about, like, what, 7,000 less DNA. Not as good, obviously, but that's also, again, comparing, like, one really great creature, one designed to be incredible, and one that's just designed to be pretty good. Terraquetzal, though, I genuinely don't think is amazing. I just don't know if that extra bit of health... I mean, it's a lot. It's twice as much health as METRIAPHODON, but it definitely does have very low attack, so it's okay, I guess. And then, of course, we have the coveted Caprodactylus, which has probably the best stats out of all these. Now, that doesn't make it the most utility out of all these. Of course, METRIAPHODON, I do think, is going to tie in that regard and maybe even be better. But in terms of pure stats, I think it's hard to argue that, just because, yes, it loses 1,500, but in order to make up for that, it has to have an extra 4,500 at least extra health, and it has literally, like, what is that? 6,000 extra health. So yeah, I do think it makes up for it by a decent amount. Both are obviously good creatures, though. Yeah, and Caprodactylus and METRIAPHODON, both. METRIAPHODON, both of them have really sick designs. So yeah, definitely the best of this category. Still, Caprodactylus is cheaper than Krylon. Jesus, they do not feel like making this thing good. Like, how does anybody actually go for this creature? Like, I'm genuinely so confused. Like, look at the stats. They have the same health. It's just this guy costs like 1 or 10,000 more. Like, that's so significant. Weird. It's very strange that existed. It is the way it is. I'd actually suggest a buff to Krylon. Like, don't change the scales or anything too much by making it less expensive, but at least give it a little bit more health, I would say. So we did get METRIAPHODON, so I guess we must have to use it. I think, yeah, we'll use it. We still don't have Battle Stage Infinite yet. I might as well do this Rarity Rumble event. I still have like an hour to do it, so I'm just going to do one battle on camera, and then I'll do the rest off camera. Especially because I need to work towards this guy. The Lamborghini, I need 10 events for that. The Stampede events I could care less about. They take too much time. This is a decent event to do it in, so we can finally use Phlox. It's been genuinely so long since I've used Phlox because of the no Phlox BSI challenge. Oh, by the way, if you guys want to see my daily BSIs, most of the times I'll try to do it in my video. If I do like a video that day, I will. But if you guys want to see it like otherwise, check out on Discord. Like I'm gonna be posting it daily, regardless of whether I post it in a video or not. Like I'm gonna be posting it there. All right, so what do we want right now? I think we want a flock. We want Perpetuates, yippee! And then he switches out to. Which one's stronger, Gorgo or Segno? Well, this is a toughie. I think Segno would have to be stronger, right? Like, that's 1,200 extra attack. So he'd have to have 3,600 extra health to be stronger, and he definitely doesn't have that. He almost has that. I don't know. Which one is stronger? I mean, you see, the reason why I try to figure that out is it tells you who switches out, because neither of them have the advantage over Perpetuates. So, alright, now I gotta pull out the calculator. By calculator, I mean my MacBook. And it will tell me the same thing, I guess. Let's see. Because I do need to know this, otherwise I might get cooked right here. I kid you not, these guys have the exact same ferocity, like almost the exact same. I cannot tell which one's better. I think, though, just by, like, literally, like, 50 ferocity, I think Segno is better, but I'm not sure. It might not switch to the Segno, then that might not be great. But we're gonna do it anyways, just because I don't know what else to do. So we'll just do something random, I don't know. How about you, Beta? And then, they both have the same shape head. And then we'll do, oh yeah, duh, we want to use a pterosaur, because, you know what, I'm kind of worried about putting in Beta. We'll do something a little, we'll do Pro Ceratosaurus, just in case, if the attack is not enough. And then, yeah, of course, we're going to use METRIAPHODON. I said it right that time. Let's freaking go. Alright, this is kind of an underpowered team. But let's see. It could work. I do see a visible change in the opponent difficulty, though. I think it did get harder. I might be going crazy, but yeah, I don't think I faced level 10 Indoraptors in Rarity Rumble. Like, maybe Clash of the Titans, but definitely not Rarity Rumble, I would say. So definitely seems like a bit of an upgrade. Level 30 Tournament Hybrids as well. So definitely stacking 3 Indoraptors as 3 best creatures on our team definitely swayed some stuff, meaning we need other things to catch up. Which is kind of worrying, because it means I'm going to be needing to spend a lot of resources if I don't want to be losing every other battle. And of course, you guys know how I feel about that. It's not the best feeling ever. Of course, we will do it if it's required. But, you know, we need to make back those resources somehow, and that takes time. And I don't know if the game will give me time with this, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see how drastic the change is. Right now, it seems pretty manageable. Like, these are nowhere near my best creatures, but yeah, even METRIAPHODON isn't, so I think we'll be fine. As long, again, power of the Phlox, you know. The Phlox are lifesavers. And then, of course, for BSI, for a little bit of our challenge, we're going to, not even a challenge, like, we need to make it, like, sworn, like something that we absolutely do every single time. I don't think he had a block. We're just going to go for it and see what happens. This guy has no health, though, so we have to be stupidly careful with this guy. Oh, he doesn't kill it in 2 hits. All right, there we go. Look at this beast. Looks freaking awesome. The hue of blue is such a nice touch, too. It's so unexpected. Like, they could have just made the whole thing tan, but I love that extra hue of blue. It's actually almost the entire design. Yeah, look at that. We'd get destroyed by that Indoraptor if we weren't careful. And instead, I get to destroy it. Even though it has a block, I can still... Yep, that easily does him over. Well, bam. There we go. METRIAPHODON wins its first battle. METRIAPHODON. Maybe I should just not bother correcting myself. Probably not. Alright. Whatever. Alright, that was awesome. I'm going to do those other 2 rest of those battles after this. But I got to get ready for school first because it's low-key getting late. Anyways, guys, I think that's about it for this episode of Jurassic World. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we have METRIAPHODON. We can continue using it. We just won't be able to use the other ones, unfortunately. But yes, Caprodactyls is coming. It is coming very, very soon, and I'm very excited for that. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of Jurassic World, the game. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And until then, I will see you all next time. This is Jurassic Insider, signing out.